Hey everybody, it's Mason Buckles. It is Monday the 22nd, and these are the three things you can use this week. First and foremost, rates. Rates have held steady. We had about an 8-day winning streak in the bond market that came to a halt last week. We've seen bonds up and down over the last 4 trading days, but ultimately rates have held and they've stuck below 7%, prevailing right now right around 6.89 nationally on a 30-year. That's down nicely from what was the beginning of July when rates were pushing about 7.1 to 7.2. So we're seeing, good momentum coming out of the most recent economic reports. Now, of course, we have a growing sentiment around the Fed and the direction they're going to take. And then we've seen the inflationary numbers that we were hoping for start to come down more consistently. So overall, a good positive trend. To that point, CNBC put out an article. Traders are expecting now a 100% likelihood of a Fed cut in September. What's interesting, though, is that narrative is starting to divide a little bit on whether it's going to be a 0.25% cut or a 0.5 cut on the Fed funds side. So there's a starting to grow a little increment of about 7% of traders believe that it could be as much as a half a point dropped off that Fed funds rate. Historically, mortgage rates have tethered at about 1.75% above that. So what we've seen, really over the last couple of years now, the Fed funds rate had climbed all the way to 5 to 5.25. And if that comes down, we expect mortgage rates to come down nicely. So if rates are at 7%, that's tethering to 5 and 5.25. They drop them by a half. We could see something similar on the mortgage side, shortly thereafter as the market starts to shake this stuff out. So overall, good positive forecasting, at least for mortgage rates. Next thing I want to share with you are a couple of new programs that we have. One, specifically a need that we've seen in our Seattle market for a very long time that continues to grow here again as the market starts to heat back up. And that is, how do we help buyers purchase a home before they sell their current? So you've got past clients or new referrals to you that own a home currently. They want to go buy another home, but they don't necessarily want to sell their home until after they've accomplished that. We actually have 4 different solutions here at Cross Country that we can help them with. One is a partnership with a company called Homelight. Homelight will actually write an offer for your client to secure the property at a below market value, about 75% of what they believe the market value is. But the beauty of it is they'll actually remove all contingencies, which allows us, the lender, to remove that mortgage from your buyer's qualifying. And they'll actually give the buyer part of their equity in terms of a draw to help them with their down payment on the new purchase if needed. So a nice solution there for the clients that don't have the additional funds and need the equity out to be able to go buy something else and can't qualify with both homes. The other is a more traditional bridge. More traditional bridge, of course, is just going to be leveraging the equity and a cross collateralization between the 2 properties and qualifying with the overall debt for both homes. Not as many buyers we're seeing qualify for that because of that debt service coverage, meaning they can't qualify for both mortgages. So that's something that, while bridge is a popular topic, it doesn't tend to work out as most commonly as you would think. The third is just simply tapping into equity on their current property. So helping them tap into equity with a more traditional home equity line of credit, and then leveraging that to go buy another home in the future. We do a lot of that for our investors that are pulling cash out of current investments or their primary to go buy investments. So that's been a really nice little niche there. And then last is a portfolio lending product that we offer called our Signature Expanded. Our Signature Expanded is for that buyer who has the funds available. So they have the liquid savings available for the down payment and they intend to list their property. This program actually allows them to write a letter that says they'll list the home within the next 60 days. And in doing so, we can eliminate that from their qualifying. So another nice little solution there. So if you have buyers that are looking to purchase, but want to sell their home after the fact, so current homeowners looking to buy something new, we have a lot of variety of solutions that we can provide. The other thing I wanted to highlight today is a new program that just came out with CCM last week. It literally rolled out at the end of the week and went live over the weekend. It's what we're calling our lock to sell. So for those of you who are familiar, this is a forward lock where essentially you can have your sellers purchase an interest rate or buy down a rate for a buyer that you can list in your listing as advertised and show that buyer what that means for affordability. This is a more common practice in the builder space. So in new construction, we're seeing a lot of that over the last couple of years where builders are advertising these what look to be ultra low rates. Well, they are. They're just paying for that in advance. The thing that's really cool about this is your seller can actually lock in that rate for up to 60 days. So you can go advertise the home and attract the right buyer for the property. And then once that property goes pending, there's an automatic 30-day extension if needed for the buyer to close. Now, the catch is, of course, the buyer has to work with CCM on the lending side for the purchase, and your seller is paying a fee up front. It's a refundable deposit for the rate lock itself. And then they have the ability to kind of select how much they want to apply from their proceeds towards the buy down in form of a seller concession. So pretty slick new thing offered to the consumer that was more really reserved for the builder space for a long time that we're now rolling out. So if you have questions on any or all of the above, hit me up, let me know. Hope you have a great week. Talk to you soon.